Hi, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for being here today. I want to invite you to pause just for a moment and take a deep breath. Now notice your body, your feet on the floor, your shoulders, your breath. That's it. You've just connected to something powerful, yourself. And in today's world, that's no small thing. What we're going to talk about today is something we all know about, but often underestimate. It's not a pill, it's not a procedure, and it doesn't require a prescription. It's movement. And it might just be one of the most powerful mental health tools we have. Let's start with the why. Mental health conditions are now the leading cause of disability worldwide. Depression, anxiety, trauma, burnout. These aren't fringe problems anymore. They're everyday realities for millions of us. And yet, our solutions often feel incomplete. Medications can help, but they come with side effects. Therapy is powerful, but not always accessible or affordable. So what else is available? That's where exercise enters the conversation. Not just for six-pack abs or weight loss, but as real medicine for the mind. Let's dig into the science for a minute. When you move your body, several things happen in your brain. Exercise increases the availability of mood-regulating chemicals like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. These are the same chemicals targeted by antidepressants. But movement doesn't just change your chemistry, it changes your brain structure. Regular aerobic exercise has been shown to increase the size of the hippocampus, the part of the brain involved in memory and emotion regulation. Exercise also increases But movement doesn't just change your chemistry, it changes your brain structure. Regular aerobic exercise has been shown to increase the size of the hippocampus and strengthen connectivity through the limbic system, parts of the brain involved in memory and emotion regulation. Exercise also increases something called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is like Miracle-Gro for your neurons. It helps the brain adapt and heal. And if that wasn't enough, movement lowers inflammation, reduces stress hormones like cortisol, and improves sleep quality, all of which are tightly connected to your mental health. So when we talk about exercise as medicine, we're not being poetic, we're being scientific. Now, you might be wondering, is exercise really as effective as medication? A 2023 study reviewed over 90 different trials and found that physical activity was actually more effective than antidepressants or therapy for reducing symptoms of depression. That's right, more effective. Unlike medications, which may take weeks to start working, movement can improve mood right away. One session, one walk, one stretch, that's the power of it. And the best part? The side effects of exercise tend to be things like better sleep, improved memory, increased energy, and a stronger immune system. I'm not saying you should ditch your medication, not at all. But we should be talking about exercise not as an alternative treatment, but as a primary one. Let's get specific. Exercise has been shown to help with depression. Both aerobic activity and resistance training reduce symptoms. Anxiety, especially generalized anxiety, panic, and social anxiety, even walking can help. ADHD, movement improves focus, memory, and executive functioning, sometimes as much as medication. PTSD, Exercise helps regulate the nervous system, reduce hyperarousal, and reconnect with the body. In schizophrenia, it can reduce negative symptoms and improve cognitive function. This isn't just about feeling better, it's about biological changes that support healing. So what should you actually do? Here's the simple answer. The best exercise is the one you'll do. That might mean walking around your neighborhood, dancing in your living room, lifting weights, or taking a yoga class. But some movement types have especially strong evidence behind them. Walking, yes, just walking. Running, especially for mood disorders. Resistance training, great for self-esteem and stress reduction. Yoga combines movement with breath and mindfulness. 𝗧𝗃 and qigong, gentle and healing for anxiety and trauma. Even short bursts or high-intensity movement, like 20 minutes of intervals, can boost your mood. You don't need a gym, you don't need gear, you just need your body and a starting point. Here are the general guidelines. Aim for 150 minutes of moderate activity per week. That could be 5 30-minute walks, or 75 minutes of more vigorous activity, and include strength training at least 2 days a week. These are based on CDC guidelines. But let me be clear, something is always better than nothing. Even 5 minutes counts. Even stretching, even standing and moving your arms. Start where you are. Let's talk about the hardest part, consistency. Here are some tips to build movement into your life. Number 1, start small. Instead of saying, I'm going to work out every day, try, I'll take a 10-minute walk after lunch 3 times this week. Number 2, attach it to something familiar. For example, stretch after brushing your teeth. Number 3, track it. A simple calendar or app can reinforce the habit. Number 4, make it joyful. Try dancing, try nature walks, try movement that feels good. Number 5, find a buddy. Accountability makes a big difference. And number 6, forgive lapses. Missed a day? No problem. Begin again. Each moment is a fresh start. Think of exercise not as a task to check off, but as a way of coming back to yourself. We often think of movement as a physical thing, but really it's emotional, even spiritual. For thousands of years, humans have moved together to grieve, to celebrate, to process emotion, to reconnect. Movement expresses what words often can't. When you move your body with intention, you start to feel more present, more alive, more connected to something deeper than your thoughts. This is the medicine we need more of. So the question isn't just, what should I do to exercise? The deeper question is, what kind of movement makes me feel whole? So where do you go from here? If today's message resonates with you, if you're ready to move toward your own healing, I encourage you to take the first step, literally. And if you want to dive deeper into the science or explore practical ways to integrate movement into your mental health plan, you can read the full blog on my website. It's packed with details, studies, and step-by-step guidance. If you're a mental health or medical professional, I also invite you to explore the course library, where we go even deeper into integrative psychiatry, including how to help clients build movement-based mental health practices. And if you're looking for personalized support, feel free to reach out. You can always schedule a session with me through my private practice if you're in Washington or Minnesota. Just check the description below for links. Before we close, if you found this talk helpful, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss future content. Sharing this with someone who might benefit is one of the most powerful things you can do. Your body is not the obstacle to your healing, it's the doorway. Movement isn't just a part of the solution, it's the path. Thank you so much for being here. Keep moving, keep becoming, and I'll see you in the next one.